All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Glad to be with you this morning, April 8th, 2024, on a Monday. I apologize. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our videos. We had a video last night recapping the week and also previewing this week. We talked about some of the events that are coming up this week. We have PPI, CPI. We also have some earnings, bank earnings on Friday. So make sure to take a look at that last video. Glad to have you on board. Dow futures are up 70 points. Nasdaq's up 64. The S&P up a quarter point. The Russell's up 0.60%. Crude oil down half a percent, 86.51 a barrel. I talked about that last night as well. We had a pullback. I think we were down like 2% on oil. So again, as an energy bull right now, meaning expecting higher energy prices, that's good to see a nice little bounce here because we did trade XLE twice last week. I still have my XLE, and we also have Valero calls, so we need that to bounce. Gold futures hit a new all-time high last night. 23.48 is the current price. Silver 27.79. I talked about SLV on our watch list for this week. Copper, Freeport McMoran, we traded that last week. $4.27. That's up 1%. Commodities matter. There's opportunities out there. Let's go to Forex land. Finally, dollar yen is bouncing. We're still trying to wait for that breakout. We played the breakout in terms of getting in long. We pulled back with some BOJ chatter last week. We are moving higher. We should get this break above 152 relatively soon. Dollar Canadian dollar, that's down 10 pips. Pound dollar down 5, so pretty much flat. Dollar yen being the only one moving. Bitcoin up 7% this morning. This is good because I have BITO calls. Remember, we have the Bitcoin halving. My bad. I thought it was May 11th. I put that on the Instagram, but I edited it to April 19th. Thanks a lot, ChatGPT. That was wrong information. So AI isn't exactly intelligent, let's just say. So Bitcoin is up. That's a good thing due to BITO. All-time highs around 74,000 or so. That should be coming soon. If we have a good PPI number, that's definitely coming. Ethereum up 10%, 3,677. And the VIX is down 1.25% with the dollar flat this morning. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's talk about some of the things that I have open, some of the trades that we did now that we have some pre-market action. We're going to go to the 4-hour chart, Amazon. I actually had a question from one of our members through DM asking me about Amazon. He had the 200 calls, I believe, and the 190s. And again, guys, the target really is all-time highs, 188.69. Could that break? Absolutely. But again, I wanted everyone to get some profits for the week. But again, I do like Amazon to tag that all-time high. And breaking out of it isn't out of the question either. But again, sometimes you got to lock your gains in. So once we get to all-time highs, probably a good place to take your profits, leave a runner, take half, whatever you prefer. Let's go to BITO. Now, this trade I've been holding on to and being patient. Got a couple of gaps to fill. We still haven't filled that 32.24 gap. 34 is the all-time high. If you look at Bitcoin futures, 74,415. So BITO is a little behind in terms of the price action structure, but we will see the bids come in today as long as Bitcoin goes higher. 74,415 is our all-time highs, guys. We're less than $2,000 away from that, maybe about 1,800. This is a big pop that we had really from, I would say, really yesterday. Yeah, overnight where we had that pop. So nice move back above the previous April highs. That was from April 1st. Again, stone's throw away from 74,415. So that's a good thing. DraftKings. Yes, I know. Been a tough one. Let's go ahead and take a look at this channel like we talked about. Dotted line, trend line, held above it, stayed strong. Problem was we were at 28% just 2 weeks ago, 49.72. So we need to get above 48.27 first. We're at 47.65 pre-market. I do believe that we'll get to 50 on DraftKings. Yes, I do. That is your 38.2 fib. That's all we want to do is tag, break out of this channel, get a little higher, maybe to 55, possibly to 60. So at least we'll get that trade. I do believe this week. BITO is a possibility, but again, that's going to be more on the Bitcoin halving itself. I went ahead and broke this down on our pre-market plan for our members. So just kind of want to go over it one more time. Google, a tough one as well, very similar to DraftKings. 160 on that AI charging or charging for AI, like a monthly fee. I think is an enterprise fee for Google. What we got here? CLK, that's crude oil. So you could see here 160. All we need to do is tap about above there. I have the 155 calls for April 19th. So just need to get back above in the money. We've been in the money now, I want to say about at least 5 times. 157.02 breaks the settled 1 hour high. And then on the way to 160, I do believe that Google has more room to go. Just got to be patient. We're still within trend, upside. And again, the only issue that we may have is that was this a possible double top? I don't believe it is, but we will see what happens moving forward. Let's see here, VLO. So let's take a look at crude oil really quick. I think we are bouncing, which is absolutely wonderful. There you go. You got that gap filled. Excellent. 88.25. That's my next level of resistance. I said it last night. Buying the dip on crude oil and energy. Didn't even get a chance to really buy the dip on energy calls because we're back up higher. We're green now. So let's go to our energy position here, our energy stock that we're watching. And we were green on VLO. Get above 185, we're home, guys. I think they're for June. So we're pretty straight here. Let's go to AMD. Ryan's asking about it. AMD was on one of our watch lists this week. We never did we fill this gap? We did. We did fill this gap, did we? Possibly. There is a daily gap here at 164. But again, that is the previous breakout level back from January. So we've been just holding on here. This might be that level to buy the dip, but we need a little room. We need a little more. See if we can get above 185 or so. I know it feels like a long way around, and we are still red this morning on AMD, but 164.46, that's your support. That's what we're watching for. Thoughts on Microsoft? Just consolidation here, as you can see in the 4-hour. And the reason I'm using the 4-hour chart is because it has pre-market. It's linked up with the pre-market price, 426, 426. This is the closing price. So I do expect us to get to around 440 on Microsoft, but we need to break out above 431.61, or at least above 430 before we do anything there. But Microsoft looks great. Very similar to Amazon, pretty similar to Google. So the mega cap stocks, even though some have got a pullback like Apple, um, that's a good thing to see that we haven't really broken any kind of major trend. And you can see it's just choppy. So that's where we are. All right, guys, we're getting a little bit of a push now on NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow stocks. We don't have any major news today or tomorrow. PPI is on Wednesday. So maybe we get a push today and we can just close out our positions ahead of the CPI event on Wednesday morning. We'll take it step by step and we'll see what we get. Have a great rest of your morning. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I will see you guys on the live market blog team on Discord. Make sure to take a look at the bottom scrolling. That's how you get access. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers, all.